Hey guys, this is the YouTube version of my show. I don't love the idea of even putting it out like this, but I'm going to use YouTube to stay in touch with you guys from now on. That means this version is missing all the stories about coronavirus, insurrection, your Second Amendment rights, and more. All of these, of course, are usually my most honest, brutal, and important stories. Anyway, you can get the entire unfiltered and uncensored show for free by going to thecomicsgym.com or nickdip.com. It's still free on both of these sites, too. And if you want extra content each day, join at patreon.com or thecomicsgym.com for the daily Encore show. Also, while you're on these sites, please make a contribution to keep this show free and check out my tour dates. I'll be in Phoenix, Raleigh, New York, and Texas in the up-and-coming months. Remember, you guys keep thinking it, I'll keep saying it, and please enjoy, and please share today's episode. Talk to you soon. I am so sick and tired of the liberal agenda that is destroying our country, from our schools to our workplaces to our media. It's literally everywhere. Well, everywhere maybe, but not this show. Never. Here you get the truth, unfiltered and unapologetic. I don't care if I hurt feelings or if I take a position that isn't agreeable or if I step on somebody's toes. I call them the way I see them, and then I put it out there for free. To keep this show free, I need your help. Please go to nickdip.com and make a contribution, or even better, subscribe at thecomicsgym.com or on Patreon today and get an extra Encore show each day. Discounts on merchandise and a whole lot more. Thank you guys so much for watching, sharing, and contributing to the best show, in my opinion, on the internet and the most honest. You guys make it happen. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. How are you, folks? Welcome to the big show on a Wednesday. Don't forget, in memory of the Kennedys, we're taking tomorrow off.
In remembrance of the Kennedys, I had 2 beers. I drowned a bitch. Ask not what my brother did to that hooah.
Anyways, St. Patrick's Day gets a little wild. And again, since I found out I'm almost half Irish, what the fuck? I haven't been able to. Apparently, it's an unbelievable event down here. Again, I'm like, what does that mean? More people throwing up on the sidewalk? I've seen green puke. I've seen fist fights. But anyways, it's a big. People fly in up from all over the country. Me and the wife had dinner last night at Fuddruckers for our anniversary, and with like 2 couples, sure enough, they'd come in. For the pate.
There's a whole group of people from Ireland even here.
Yeah, there's people from Ireland here. That's terrific. Yeah. I got Scots and Irish. I don't know. Fucking look at me. I look like a fucking burnt piece of garlic. Anyways, I got a nice smoker's voice now. You notice that? This does not sound like me 2 years ago. It's kind of creepy. Probably polyps. Who gives a fuck? It's late. I'm doing the math of my life, and again, I do it by quarters. Football game, 15-minute quarters. Right? That's how I do it. If a whole game is 80 years old, half is 40. Right? So those are 20-minute quarters. It's a little more than. I just had my 60th birthday. End of 3rd quarter, going into the 4th. Okay? My defense sucks. Can't run a 2-minute drill to save my life. Why should I take anything serious from here on in? We're on the brink. This is the perfect storm. You got Putin, who may be going, he's going through menopause, because, guys can have their periods. I guess you'd call it womanopause when a guy has it. I don't know. He's on the rag. They say he's taking steroids not for, for medicine. His face is bloated. Little cuckoo. And then we got the fucking nutty old man, Mr. Magoo. This is a perfect storm. Some adults have to get in and save the room. I'm going to talk about the war today, but it's shit that we can verify. Like Zelensky speaking to the Congress, stuff that we know actually, or do we? Every time I say that, how do we know that's not a deep fake? That deep fake shit has me not believing anything. Anything. My wife shows me pictures of our honeymoon. I go, that's deep fake shit. I wasn't even there. You don't know. I don't know what to believe, who to believe, but all I know is fucking Biden and the Democrats hate people who in this country who pay taxes and work for a living. They fucking hate us. And if you guys don't know that yet, I don't know how to make it more clear. They hate us just as much as the Russians hate us, if not more. Why do you say that? Well, look at all the shit they've lied about in the last fucking year. Making you wear making you wear that gas prices are through there because you drive big trucks. You're a capitalist pig. All of it. It's fucking irritating. Anyhow, let's start the top of the show. Got a great story, by the way, about the FBI, how they're proven that they're the enemy of the people, too. I'm sick of hearing about, the rank and file, blah, 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 blah. If you're rank and file and you see what the upper brass is doing at the FBI to people, American citizens, you'd quit if you had a soul. Anyways, then we're fucked. I'll sign up. I got a nice tie on today. Excuse me. Here for a few questions. But before we get to that, here's some breaking news. We pride ourselves on keeping it as current as we can. Zelensky, oh, God damn it. I wanted to pull out Zelensky, the Dan. Did we have a clip of that or no?
Yeah, I used it in that one time we mentioned.
Is he speaking in it? He is, right? In the clip? Aykroyd?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I meant to tell you that. Anyways, Zelensky speaks to Congress. We got like 3 clips here. I haven't really seen all of them, but there's a translator who makes me hard because she sounds like a Russian hooah. Who am I, Hunter Biden? You're goddamn right. Let's take a gander. And again, there's a woman translating. She speaks English about as good as Zelensky, but go ahead.
Friends, Americans,
Wrong.
in your great history, you have pages that would allow you to understand Ukrainians. Understand us now.
Now.
When you need it right now. When we
Ooh,
need you right now. Remember Pearl Harbor. Terrible morning of December 7, 1941, when your sky was black from planes attacking you. Just remember
I love
it.
her.
Remember September the 11th.
Oh, my God.
A terrible day
what a Debbie
in
Downer.
2001 when evil tried to turn your cities, independent territories, in battlefields. When innocent people were attacked from air. Yes. Just like no one else expected it. You could not stop it. Our country experience the same every day, right now.
Pause.
At this moment.
Okay, that's enough. We could stop it. That's the difference. He's a little wrong there. I mean, we had way more equipment. We didn't. We get caught again. Who knows? 6 people in a room designed it. I'm that cynical now. I used to laugh at the people say, oh, it's a big setup. The shit I read now, that's small potatoes. Don't mean to be a fucking traitor here, but I don't know who or what said it. But why she sounds like Tony Soprano's Russian girlfriend with the wooden leg. Remember? She had an artificial leg. And Tony Soprano's sister Janice stole her fake leg. She goes, you stole my Kenneth Cole. Kenneth Cole fucking boot. Anyways, I'm having fun here as we're on the brink of disaster. And here's my other point I just said to Dallas about Zelensky. Something about him still being alive and being able to give these speeches unfettered, and
I just don't. I find it hard to believe that the Russians couldn't find this guy and smoke him. Folks, it's all speculation on my part, but everybody else is guessing, people who know way more than I do. I just feel like we're going to find out he was a go-between somehow. It just feels too orchestrated to me. I hope I'm wrong. And here he is speaking some more to our dim-witted. By the way, he gave a speech on Zoom to the Canadian Parliament. Standing ovation. I mean, standing ovation. It's hard to get the Canadians exciting about anything other than the playoffs. Go ahead.
Well, I have a dream. These words are known to each of you. Today I can say, I
Pause.
have any...
Brilliant. He's bringing in Martin Luther King. Brilliant. He brings in the race angle. Just to let... Again, who wrote this? Adam Schiff. Go ahead.
I need to protect our sky. I need your decision, your help, which means exactly the same you feel when you hear the words, I have a dream.
Okay. When I hear I have a dream, I don't think of protecting our skies. I think of protecting anybody who's trying to make good change from getting shot. That's what I think of. Yeah, he's actually MLK. Yeah, he had something. You know, he liked to fuck around on his wife. Yeah, what are you going to do? Guy's a rock star. But I'm just saying, he had it. He really, sincerely, and the black people that pretend to represent him today, he would be appalled. Appalled. But that's beside the point. What else is he going to bring up? The Red Sox bullpen? Go ahead.
The war of the past have prompted our predecessors to create institutions that should protect us from war. But they, unfortunately, don't work. We see it, you see it, so we need new ones, new institutions, new alliances, and we offer them. We propose to create an association, U24, United for Peace, a union of responsible countries that have the strength and consciousness to stop conflicts immediately.
Pause. Immediately. U24? Does that mean 24 countries?
That's what it seems like.
Fuck. Switzerland's going to get involved? Vermont? They're already on your side. No, go ahead.
Provide all the necessary assistance in 24 hours. If
that's what it
necessary,
means.
even weapons,
24
if necessary,
hours.
sanctions, humanitarian support, political support, finances, everything you need to keep the peace and quick.
Sounds like an infomercial. Everything you need to fry chicken in 10 minutes. So he wants another alliance, and I would think he wouldn't even believe in alliances after how NATO left him hanging. Kind of left him hanging. We'll get into that too. But yeah, so he spoke to the Canadians and to our Congress people. And hey, look, it's a tough fucking call. The no-fly zone, that feels a little like a rat trap to me too. Because we all know what that means. You guys have been following the news. That means you're going to have fucking American airplanes shooting at Russian airplanes. That's not going to... I think even if we gave the MiGs to the Ukrainians, that would still be enough for Putin to go, fuck you. That means you're involved. Again, I'd like to know what he's thinking. Get him on the phone, will you, the jerk off? Comrade!
Transmission.
I've heard that 30,000 times. I still can't memorize it. Be very interesting to you. I can't even remember the fucking... What is it?
Dragonfly Wolf dead. I love those names.
Dragonfly Wolf 10. Colorful names. So this poor guy, but again, don't you feel like I do? He's sitting there giving a speech like it's Tuesday afternoon, and there's nothing going on around him. How are they doing that? I just make some fake noise in the back, have a guy throwing cherry bombs behind it. Christ. Anyhow, yeah, it's pretty complicated. I understand, and people, but I can't believe the left, the media in this country are calling people like Tucker Carlson a traitor only because he's given both sides. Only because he's saying if we do send in anybody, Tulsi Gabbard.
They're calling her treasonous, somebody who has served the country, because she's just giving both sides of the story. Oh, you're sucking Putin's dick. I don't see how you want to solve it all, and I'm not kidding you. We have to in this country. That's the final solution. You can interpret. Is it throwing a milkshake at them when they give it a speech? Whatever, I don't know. I'm just saying they are the cancer. And the media, which is one and the same, they are the cancer. Think about that with them gone. Our Father who art in heaven. All right, let's move on. What do we got next? FBI. We're gonna get veer away from the war a little bit. I want to do this story because it pertains to how creepy and how weaponized under Obama it started. The deep state, how weaponized the DOJ, FBI, all of them that come under that umbrella, and how it's getting creepy. FBI is the enemy of the people, in my opinion. Our boy. Our boy, James O'Keefe at Project Veritas. Well, one of his guys that works for him had his door knocked on, dawn raid, like the FBI likes to terrorize, a journalist that works for him. Folks, I can't put it any clearer. That is creepy. This is Russian shit. This is Stalin tactics. Is that where we're headed? Keep voting Democrat, cocksuckers. Yeah, James O'Keefe, Project Veritas, they have exposed people. What did we show last week? The guy, remember the girl at the bar? Oh, he was talking.
Talking about how the left were the ones who were there and the media was.
Yes. You've seen his work. You know who I'm talking about. This is a guy that worked for him who's, this is creepy, the FBI banging on his door. Check out this. This is in America in 2022, by the way. I'm doing the dishes.
What is this regarding? This is a search warrant. Open up.
What you're about to see is very disturbing. Hidden camera footage capturing the moments the FBI raided the home of a Project Veritas journalist last November.
I understand for our safety for you, as we're going to have him sit with you. That's the FBI agent. You do not have to speak to him. You're not being detained. Chief, thanks. We just want to see you calm and comfortable in there.
Are you comfortable with that?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I'm fine, journalist says. Now they're rifling through his shit. So there's an FBI team coming up. Agent, yes. So maybe we'll spread out into areas of the house.
The invasion of our First Amendment rights should send shivers down the spine of every journalist around the country. Months ago, I explained how the government conducted pre-dawn raids at my home and at the homes of two former Project Veritas journalists. Many came to our defense, including the ACLU, the Society of Professional Journalists.
You got the ACLU siding with you. That's how fucking far left and radical the ACLU, who hates anything that's a little right of BLM, actually agree. It's so egregious, even they have to go, hey, this is unacceptable. It really should scare you folks. And if you remember, Eric Holder, Attorney General for Biden, went after, what's his name? Rosenberg, was that his name? James Rosen for Fox News. Went into his computer, had the FBI go into his computer. And then Eric Holder said, after he was out of office, they asked him about regrets. He said that was one. What the fuck? It's the left. It's Marxists, fucks. I can't find anybody right-wing enough to be president. Dig up Strom Thurmond. Go ahead.
Committee to Protect Journalists, Reporters Committee for Freedom of the Press, as well as the Freedom of the Press Foundation. Federal prosecutors from the Department of Justice in the Southern District of New York and the FBI appear to have targeted Project Veritas because of our investigative journalism. In 2020, we lawfully received material from sources concerning Ashley Biden's diary and what it said about her father, then presidential candidate Joe Biden. We ultimately decided not to publish the story and worked with local law enforcement to return these materials to her. What you've just seen is an effort by the government to intimidate and silence us as journalists. But Project Veritas will never be silenced. The First Amendment protects journalists and all people who speak out. We will stand firm to vindicate our own First Amendment rights, fight for the rights of our fellow journalists and all Americans. This footage of the FBI raid isn't even the most shocking thing about the SDNY's attacks against journalism. There's more coming out soon. We are just getting started.
Danger, Will Robinson. Danger. No, Will Robinson. Danger.
Unbelievable. You see what happened? They got a hold of, we covered this, Biden's niece or daughter, actually. Diary. Somehow they got in the hands of Project. They didn't break it, didn't steal it or any of that shit. And see, that hit too close to home for Joe. He's a scumbag fuck. So was Obama and anybody on that side. Ugh.
You a communist?
I ain't.
Huh?
I ain't. Ask the friggin'. You believe that? Banging on journalist doors. That's Russia. This is all happening so fast, and Americans, I don't even think they realize it. Fucking, ugh.
Who the fuck do you think you are? Who do you think you are? Who the fuck do you think you are? Who do you think you are? Who the fuck? Hey,
Sounds like me in high school after a few drinks on Thanksgiving, me and my father. Takes both drumsticks. Anyway. Ay, ay, ay. Do you believe that shit, folks? Do you believe it? I hope you're grasping the impact. It's getting really fucking creepy out there. Back to, and it's all related, back to the, some periphery as far as the war goes, stories on the side. Putin says, I'll show you sanctions. This one made me laugh. Rush, by the way, Putin does not look like that. If you've seen him lately, his face is bloated. Not quite Jerry Lewis on Prednisone, but maybe Norm Macdonald-ish. God bless my late great friend. Russia announced sanctions Tuesday against Americans, including President Biden. Oh, I love it. His scandal-scarred son, Hunter Biden, and former Secretary of State and right pulling guard for the New York Giants, Hillary Big Cock Clinton. In a statement, Russia's foreign ministry said the restrictions, which came amid waves of sanctions by the United States and its allies that have crippled Russia's economy over the invasion of Ukraine, were the consequence of what it called the White House's extremely Russophobic policy.
What exactly leads you to believe the Soviets were involved?
I don't know. The move prevents those named from entering Russia. Well, were they going over there anyway? God forbid. God for fucking bid Biden try to set up a... He's going next week, by the way, to fucking Europe or whatever. Next week. Women and guys, men being slaughtered, children. I want to watch golf and shit. Get an ice cream. I'll be over there. You don't worry about it. The move prevents those named from entering Russia. Let's just send... Why don't we just drop Hillary over Ukraine? Well, you know, you're a parachuter. Just let her float down fucking with a fuck you Putin sign taped to her back. Entering Russia and freezes any assets they have there, according to the BBC. Moscow called the restrictions personal sanctions and a stop list based on the principle of reciprocity. The Foreign Ministry also warned that additional sanctions would follow against other unspecified Russophobic U.S. officials, military officers, lawmakers, business owners, and media figures. The measures, which target 13 Americans, including Secretary of State Antony Blinken, Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin. Oh, my God. Do what you want with these woke jerks. They're the reason we're in this mess. What a disgrace. These two guys all three of them, but the two on the right, military guys. They are, to me, the face of the cancer that's eating away at us. Let's study gender pronouns as we're being, you fuck. Remember Milley calling China? We're not going to attack you. And he's still got a job? He's still working. Blinken, Lloyd Austin, Mark Milley, chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, won't prevent them from engaging in high-level communications with Russia, the news agency said. Others on the list, Donny Osmond, surprising. What? Betty White, she's dead. Paul Stanley of KISS? Why would he? Others on the list include National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan. My girlfriend Jen Redbush Saki's on that list. You know how much that makes these people feel important? Seriously. Bigger egos in D.C. than anywhere in the... She feels internationally important, the redheaded liar and her dink boss. And U.S. Agency for International Development Administrator Samantha Power. Holy shit, they brought her back. Another Obama slut. A former U.S. ambassador to the United Nations. She served me the other night at fucking TGI Friday. Samantha Power. Well, you must still have it. You notice you haven't seen Mr. or heard about him? Huh? Did he slip away like a fucking rat that he is? Isn't it amazing? We saw him every day for almost 3 years. Unbelievable. To stay on the subject, folks, Ukraine says to NATO, "Niet." That's no in Russian. I looked it up. "Niet. Niet. My wife still busts my balls. Niet." Ukrainians must realize the country will not be joining NATO and must count on ourselves and our partners who are helping us to withstand the Russian onslaught, President Vladimir Zelensky said on Tuesday. You can't argue with that.
You are correct, sir.
I can't tell if he's speaking to the UN there or doing a set at the at Kaboom's in Kyiv. Oh boy, this show should be way more bigger than it is. Hey people, spread the show, even if you don't sign up. Fucking Trevor Noah couldn't carry my joke book, that biracial, unfunny fuckstain. I shouldn't say that. Actually a nice guy, just not a funny bone in his body. Anyways, well, who you to say? That's me, that's who. Anyways, he's right about that.
You are correct, sir.
Later in the day, the White House said President Joe Biden will travel to Brussels on a bike for a March 24 NATO summit on Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Talks between Ukrainian and Russian delegations yielded a sliver of hope when Zelensky advisor Mikhailo Podolyak said there is certainly room for compromise.
Hey, everybody, we're all going to get laid.
However, the invading forces, I love this show, continue their bombardment of Kyiv while a siege of the port city of Mariupol prompted about 20,000 civilians to flee. Negotiations are expected to resume on Wednesday, which is today. Zelensky, speaking to the reps of the the UK-led Joint Expeditionary Force, said Ukraine. You notice all the other leaders doing shit? Do you notice Boris Johnson's talking about oil and making plans for the future because he knows this world's going to change, and Biden's sniffing the hair of a 14-year-old girl at a public pool, and
We're worried about pronouns.
yeah, and we're worried about pronouns, and hey, we had a flak jacket that fits pregnant women. Ah, good. It's great. Expect. I already said it already. Said Ukraine has heard for years about, God, I'm talking so far, the cocaine in the cup. The alleged open doors of NATO, but acknowledge his country will not be able to join. Instead, Ukraine needs separate security guarantees from its allies, he said. Zelensky had been a strong supporter of Ukraine's efforts to join NATO. I wonder if how they reacted for the last 3 weeks might have taken that down enough. Right, but here's the truth. Russian President Putin, however, has called for a guarantee that Ukraine would never join NATO among terms for an end to this war going on. So you're going to have to say yes to that, right? And then you join later if you really want to. Why would you want to join it fucking... How about every man for himself, every country for himself? How's that? Ay, ay, ay. So it's really Putin kind of telling Mr. Zelensky what to say.
Who's your fucking boss, huh? Who's your fucking boss?
Still, this is a good show. You should send this to Comedy Central so I can get banned from the world. Still, Zelensky has repeatedly called for NATO to set up a no-fly zone above Ukraine to ease an aerial assault from Russia that has decimated Ukraine cities since the invasion began February 24th. And he said Tuesday that Europe could, quote unquote, help yourself by helping us. Isn't that from a movie? Help me to help you. With more military aid. So anyway, they're waiting for help from us, okay?
Well,
We're waiting.
The Ukrainian military is using up weapons and ammunition meant to last a week. They're using it up in 20 hours. Send them what you got, folks. Super Soakers. That's got to be frightening. I would give my left arm to know where Zelensky's speaking from. It's probably from a local NBC affiliate in New York. Anybody else questioning that? How he's still out there? The face of the war? Then jerk-off Joe Biden says he's bringing billions to Ukraine. All this should have been done a couple years ago. President Biden plans to announce over $1 billion. That's right, folks. $1 billion over there, protect their borders, nothing over. Billion should be spent at home, lining the fucking southern border with tanks, everything we got. Not everything. There he is. Look at him. He's got his dick in a pistachio ice cream right there. Fucking hump. Great picture, dude. Save that one. President, that's him whispering again. What a creepy old man. President Biden plans to announce over $1 billion in military assistance to Ukraine.
You fucking people.
Exactly, Jack.
You have no idea how to defend a nation.
The over $1 billion in aid will include military equipment the Ukrainian military has found most useful in its ongoing conflict against Russia. Biden's going to donate a couple of his Bowflex machines that he has in a basement, including anti-armor, anti-war weapons, according to the reporting from the Wall Street Journal. The funding will come, will come from the over $13 billion with a B that was allotted to Ukraine in the omnibus bill signed by the president this past week. Well,
What are we doing?
You're signing
What's going
another
on
bill.
right now?
I don't know. Money that you should be helping this country with. Hey, Joe, 100,000 Americans died of fucking fentanyl last year. I'm busy. Our border's being overrun, and you're helping have it be. How is he still president? We try to impeach Trump for fucking wearing the wrong tie. This motherfucker is pissing on the Constitution, and you know what? Republicans are going along with it. That's why it's a big lie, folks. I've lost all faith. Even Republicans I like, the Ted Cruz's of the world, the Jimmy Jordans of the world. I've lost faith. I think they're just out there, again, feigning resistance. Nick, you're too cynical. Yeah, talk to me when your fucking house gets hit by some type of missile from Russia. Type of one that could hurt people. The intelligence community has assessed that the transfer of MiG-29s may be mistaken as escalatory and could result in significant Russian reaction that might increase the prospects of a military escalation with NATO. Pentagon Press Secretary John Kirby told reporters this another stiff. Talk about an empty suit. Therefore, we also assess the MiG-29s to Ukraine to be high risk.
That's you want to call it by its name? That's strictly for
Zelensky's reply to that comment. I see what look, it's a touchy thing, all right? But sanctions aren't going to stop people from getting slaughtered over there, right? Got nothing to do with it. Ukraine's new requests for assistance will include weapons that will help troops on the ground, such as Stinger missiles and anti-tank Javelin missiles. It may also, do they shoot those from the shoulder or no? Javelins are from the shoulder? No, my wife was right. She said she was going to get one and kill me. It may also, we went to Ciabella last night. It was okay.
Yeah, okay.
It was okay. People, my wife was going to get the shrimp or the risotto or whatever, and the lady goes, don't, lady next to us. She goes, it's not even real, it's not risotto. She goes, look, it's, what I wanted, I didn't want to get an argument with her. Risotto is a type of rice, but she was right that it looked like Uncle Ben's instant rice. You know, there's two types of rice that you use when you make risotto. You know me, Captain Chef. By the way, there'll be another installment coming of Bitchin' Kitchen. There'll be pizza this time. Could I be more any stereotypical guinea? It may also include new assistance, not my show, include new assistance such as armed drones and communication jamming equipment. Zelensky made a similar appeal to the Canadian Parliament on Tuesday, though he went a step further by making an appeal for Canadian lawmakers to push for a no-fly zone over Ukraine. Again, very dangerous. It's a touchy situation, but the last guy I'd want handling it is Dick Cheese. Everybody on TV, even people kind of left of center, talk show hosts, who said it? Oh, actually, Trevor Noah. I didn't mean. But he was, and Bill Maher. I think Bill Maher said, I know Trevor Noah said, hey, he didn't pull this shit with Trump. I think even Bill Maher said something like that. Can you imagine they're waking up? Bill Maher's waking up to the truth after, 30 years of that show. Honestly. Okay. FNC Tragedy, Fox News Channel, had a beloved Fox News Channel cameraman, Pierre Zakrzewski, was killed. This is horrible, man. While covering the ongoing Russian invasion outside of Kyiv, Ukraine, when the vehicle he was traveling in came under attack. That's horrible.
He's gone, and we couldn't do nothing about it.
Guy has been all over the world for Fox News. Everybody knows him. That girl is a Ukrainian girl, 24 years old, like a producer helping them, killed. Okay? Just a kid. Shows you, man, that it takes some balls. Sasha was, that's Geraldo Rivera. You can say what you want about him. He was always over there with his helmet on. And Sarah was just, he did it for the pussy, though. Sarah was just 24 years old and was serving as a consultant helping crews navigate Kyiv and the surrounding area while gathering information and speaking to sources. Zakrzewski, who covered nearly every international story for Fox News during a storied tenure, was only 55 years. What a shame, man.
Bye-bye.
God damn. We got a little video on that? All right, let's see what Brett has to say.
As mentioned, this has been a very difficult day for the Fox News family because two of our co-workers have died in Ukraine. Cameraman Pierre Zakrzewski and journalist and translator Alexandra Kushinova. They were working with correspondent Benjamin Hall outside Kyiv when incoming fire hit their vehicle. Benjamin was seriously wounded and is in the hospital. Pierre and Sasha did not survive. Pierre leaves behind his wife, Michelle, and a loving family, and a lot of colleagues who are absolutely heartbroken at the loss of a legend.
Man. And we talked about Greg's little, last week with Benjamin Hall, who's over there covering it for Fox. They had a little disagreement on the air, but they've talked, but he was in the car too. And hurt pretty bad, but they said he's going to survive and his spirits are up. So don't take it for granted, man. And this guy looked like he loved it. They show pictures of him in Iraq, Iran, smiling, laying in the... And I'm going, I complain when I have to get on a plane to fucking, Texas or Miami to do... I just don't like... I don't know how these guys do it. They fucking live, and it's... Hey, that's living, man. When you see the world, especially... it's living. It can get you killed, too. But I'm just saying, I so am not that person. How did I make that about me? I don't know. Anyways, final story. Right here. Black punk assaults black teacher. I put it that way because you're never going to hear it anywhere else. This is the school. Dallas just told me. Remember a few weeks ago? I showed you a clip of a teacher being chased by students in a parking lot. This is the same school. So I'm starting to question the administration and how they go about things. A student at a Texas middle school hurled chairs at a 73-year-old substitute teacher who was left with a bloody face as he tossed chairs back towards the youngster. A shocking video shows. A series of clips circulating online show the substitute teacher at DeSoto West Middle School being struck in the head by the chair on Wednesday. Let's go to the videotape. Welcome, America. Black kid with an afro, grabbing his dick. Kids got shorts on, sunglasses. Teacher's still throwing shit. Look. Think our country is rotting from the inside out? There's the kid. This is a middle school?
Yep.
Pink shorts, black t-shirt, black kid, hair's different colors, and still wearing a mask for no fucking... Not handled the best way by the goddamn teacher. You know what I mean? I don't, personally, I don't mind how he handled it. But, you know damn well he's finished. But he's a substitute, who cares? The teacher said, fortunately, I saw it out of my peripheral vision. Brumfield, that's the teacher, said on the chair. It hit my leg and my head. It didn't hurt as much, but I felt the blood on my face. I picked it up and threw it back at him. I forgot the sound. DeSoto police said last week an investigation into the incident was ongoing. A larger police presence was on hand the following day to prevent more in-class mayhem. Do you think... Where are we, folks? Huh? When they're not doing this, they're learning about pronouns and how white people are evil. This is a little break in the action. Chair throwing. School officials canceled... Get this. This is the one that made me laugh. Canceled classes on Friday, and guess what they did? They started spring break a day earlier than scheduled. What better way to reward bad behavior by rewarding it with a day off from school and starting spring break? That ought to be a deterrent.
That'll get them.
Are you fucking kidding me? And I got to be honest, folks. Go ahead, call me racist. I haven't seen a clip yet where it's white mayhem in a white classroom. Just say it. And if there is, for every one, there's 150 of this shit that we don't show because it gets monotonous. Ay, 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 ay. That is it, ladies and gentlemen, for today, except for you people who subscribe monthly. Stick around. You got another story coming up. I don't know what to say. Again, we're off tomorrow, so we won't be back till Monday. Don't get mad at me. Okay. What did I want to say? Sign up at patreon.com, please, and thecomicsgym.com. Tommy's pretty sick. That's why he hasn't been... thecomicsgym.com. Go to nickdip.com. Click on the store button to buy stuff, merchandise. The tour button to see where I'm... Next weekend, I'm back out there, folks. Hope I don't get hit by a Russian MiG or some type of shit. Cameo.com, if you'd like me to roast a friend or relative. Go to cameo.com. They'll tell you how it's done. It's a lot of fun. That is it. You guys thinking I will say it? You're very welcome. We'll see you back here again on Monday. Have a great St. Patrick's Day, whether you're Irish or not. Bye-bye.